And hopefully we can maybe stockpile up at least a little bit of it. Can you invite immigration? I don't think so. We can scorch, we can burn our own country down for fun. Upgrade. So you're pre-industrial. It's $270 billion. I think it gives you more building slots, if I'm not mistaken. Pre-industrial, we're considered to be the equivalent of 1850. Wait, 1850 BC. I don't. That doesn't sound right. I feel like we're more advanced in ancient Egypt in Taipei, but maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I don't know enough about early 1950s Taiwanese history to tell you how developed the area was. Apparently, though, it's about the same as fucking like more ancient than like Athens and shit like that. So who would have who would have thought that? Who would have guessed? Wouldn't have been me. Let me just put it that way. Yeah, I know we're still missing resources, but for right now, can't do too much with that. Mongolian disillusionment with Stalin. Stalin's not dead. He dies in, I think, 2 years-ish. And then, who succeeds Stalin? Doesn't really affect what we're doing at all. Undermine the Dalai Lama. Let's do some aid for Tibetan loyalist. Like, we have 31% influence here. Maybe we should have been influencing Tibet and not influencing Ethiopia. Yeah, essentially, we're writing in fucking hieroglyphs over here. Influence nation. Yeah, do that. How do you keep hold over Hainan? Basically the AI just spawned units here and they were completely encircled with no supplies and basically just died. We were lucky, we at least have, we have 2 islands now. This brings us another 4.3 million people into the country. So it's not a ton, but, I'll take it. What are you? You are Vietnam, okay. Okay, Yunnan gets 25,000 guns. I mean, that's pretty significant. Okay, you got clashes with Burma. General Li Mi returns. Hong Kong aid. So at some point, resist Taipei's orders, declare an independent Shan state. I'm assuming you're probably not going to win your war in the grand scheme of things. Just this seems unlikely to me. But looks like China and the Soviet Union have signed a friendship agreement. I'm sure that'll last forever. Again, I don't know why they have no party popularity. Of any type. Like, there's just no... I mean, it's probably just broken. Like, not updated correctly from whenever the mod was last updated. We're now at... Okay, 65,000 manpower lost. But that's only within the last year. And I think the Korean War has been going on for longer than a year now. Okay, Rosenberg's been found guilty. Again, what happens in the US? We're 4% Shia Islam. It would be, how amazing it would be by the end of this if we became a Shia-controlled state? It would be absolutely freaking incredible. How much influence do we have? How much influence is Iran has 9%. I think we should become like an Iranian puppet state. Maybe that's a bit of a hot take for some people. Give me one thing of economic aid on you. Do a little bit of influence here. I mean, if we can get up to 50 or 90%, we can make you into a puppet state. Which would give us, like, one division. Which would almost certainly bring us into war with the mainland again. I don't remember where your war goal against Tibet is. It's down here, Tibet Uprising. I mean, it's Sino-Soviet split. How do you cycle through this? But they should have more than just this. Maybe they actually don't. I mean, it says 1 out of 4. Okay, no, there's invade Tibet right after the Sino-Indian Treaty. Just leader Kuantong, isolate ourselves. Are you in? You're not in ComCon, right? No, you're not. I'm not too sure where you're, like, just don't invade Tibet, okay? I would like to invade Tibet. At least politically speaking. Yes, we undermine. Do these actually have any descriptions? I didn't even think about checking the descriptions on these kind of things. The current Dalai Lama must be replaced as soon as possible to continue the revolution against the aggression of the communist Chinese. A regime will be appointed to continue the fight. Okay. They lose some stability, they lose political power. Do we have 10 times their income? We do not. So even then, we how do they make $9 billion a year and I make $11 billion a year? You have 1-1. We're 7-4. How do you only make $2 billion less than me? That doesn't seem right. 25% piercing on you. Your special forces we really don't care about. Let's just go for the 1950 gun. Seems to me like an okay choice, all things considered. We are still negative $4 billion in the hole right now, but that's okay. Everybody, you know, makes bad decisions when it comes to spending their own money. Also, these French tanks do not have any HP left. The Canadian tanks have no HP. A lot of units don't have any HP left in the Korean War, so I'm not too sure how that's all going to work out. Okay, silent coup. This is in Thailand. Okay. Anti-communist insurgent again. The Yunnan gets 25,000 guns. Actually, they actually get 50,000 guns. That's a lot of rifles. That's quite a bit. Okay, we're now up to 62%. We get a trade agreement. And how much control does Shias now have in government? They have 5%. Hello, Crunchy Turtle. Welcome, welcome. I really want us to see. I really want to see it become Shia. Oh, we're at 6%, 5.5. I don't know. I guess it's every month. You're at 11% now. Let me just look at No, it's in religious decisions. What does it actually do every month? Every 30 days, we get a 0.5% increase of radical Shia ideology in the country, as well as 2 max volunteers, monthly population was 35%. So, because I'm assuming you probably would give you... Will gradually increase Sunni population. Random monthly chance receiving financial support from the Arab Gulf. Saudi Arabia influence will slowly increase. May destabilize the nation if Sunni is not the dominant religion. Yeah, and he gives support for this. So what do you give us? Gradually increase Shia population, 10% conscription factor bonus. Will slowly increase Shia Islam support. Oh, it's only a max of 25%. I was hoping for like 100%. I mean, 25% is still pretty good. I'll still take it because I think it's funny. So then, what did I wonder what doing the Vatican or the American ones did for Protestant or Catholic. Probably would increase support for... Not too... I'm guessing... Maybe some sort of liberal if you did the United States, and... I mean, maybe... Like, what would the Pope give you? I'm really not too sure, honestly. Like, even Iran doesn't actually have any, Shia extremists in Parliament. Meanwhile, we're at, like, 6.5%. Probably at 6% now. Okay, let's outlaw native languages afterwards, once we're done with you. Okay. Just outlaw all language other than Mandarin. Advancement of... Okay, so we got better concrete here. Construction speed, agricultural complex goes up a little bit. And what do we want after this? We could go for artillery piece. You know what? I will go for artillery piece. No, I won't. That's stupid. We need better industry. But you're 55 tech, which is a little expensive. Give me the... Better food production seems like an okay choice for us. I mean, the people got 8. Right now, we have an 8 surplus. Actually, if I was to theoretically export stuff, I guess we could maybe make some money off of it. Theoretically. That's assuming that this stuff that we're importing, let's say, you know... We're selling 1 light metal. To who? I don't know. Is anybody buying it? I don't know if there's actually a way to see who is... You can automate trade. You know what? Sure, automate trade. Well, why not? You figure this shit out, okay? I will be good. So are we losing stability due to repressed minorities, repressive governments? The factor output minus 26%. Okay, it's not great. So let's see. Is trading working? I mean, no, we're not importing anything, so I'm not... It might not be working, actually. It might just be a little bit broken. How are you guys doing in the Korean War? Well, the borders have gone back to where they were prior to the war actually beginning. So I'm not too sure how that's going. You got Eastern Bloc trade now. Look, Tibet. Can I guarantee you... Raid faction, non-aggression pact. Can only be via event. Okay. Well, in that case, I will... We have no projection points. We gain 0.1 a month. Yeah, I mean, I remember playing when we were playing as, you know, the United States, or we were playing the Soviet Union. I remember we just got, like, infinite number of these, basically, but... I mean, understandably, you know, Taiwan right now, even though we are still technically a permanent member of the UNSC, we don't have... Wait, George the 8th died? Ah, okay. Release nation. Let's see if we can force... Wait, I have an idea. I don't think this is gonna work, but if it works, it'd be hilarious. Okay, let's go back. Let's find... Because you're still the People's Liberation Army. You haven't declared yourself to be the Republic yet. Not too sure what takes you so long. Turkmen. Pakistan condemns Afghani threats. Oh no, we have to choose a country to release. Okay. Let's ban all political parties. Can I get them to release all of my territory? Like, cause we should still, I'm assuming, have cores around here, right? Yes. So could I get the UN to vote to give me independence? Independent People's Republic of, I think that's Slovakia? Slovenia. It might not work. Gulf of Guyana, Macedonia, Hawaii. No, I don't think it'll give up my territory, unfortunately. Brittany, Wales, Scotland. No, they won't give me up. They won't allow me to do this. Do you have any other cores? I mean, the Inner Mongolian. What about, like, the Manchu Republic? Can I get you to release Manchu? UQ land. Flanders. Submit proposal. Yeah, vote yes, of course. It's a 37 to 5 to 16 vote. To me, it'd be hilarious to just get them just to release Manchuria. I don't think it's going to work. But it'd be very, very funny if they're like, hey, you know what? Okay, give it up. Surprisingly, I mean, if this were to happen in real life, of course, the Soviet Union would probably just veto the plan entirely because it makes no fucking sense. When does this even pass? I don't know. We'll see how it goes, though. We'll see how it goes. Because they get cores up to, yeah, like here. I mean, I would love to see it. Failure of the Stalin notes. Okay. Liberation of the Soviet Manchu Republic. Okay, let's see what's happened here. I'm assuming they didn't get released. Oh, no, they did get released. Holy shit. United Nations votes for Manchu freedom. The United Nations have voted to grant Manchu community their freedom. Okay. The Chinese community is formally granting independence to the Manchu Republic. This comes to a recent UN resolution calling for liberation of the Chinese people. Wait, do I still have cores on it? I still have cores here. So we just released Manchuria. Okay. I didn't expect that to work, but do we have any influence here? No, we do not. They have no economy whatsoever. And we still have cores. Can I generate a Casus Belli? I don't think we can. Return expeditions. Justify war goal probably is disabled. You can only justify war goals against countries that have generated world tension. Okay, fair enough. And I don't think they're going to do any of that. Even though I have cores on their territory. You know, this is my land. Is it because I'm conservative? I think if I was like more reactionary, ideological drift defense. Like Manchu Republic. You got decent stability. Okay, let's see who else can we maybe release. I don't think it's gonna be like too many people. We got the East Turkestan Republic. We've also got the Inner Mongolian People's Republic. But we have to wait, what, 18 months, I think? In order to try to get another vote in here. Freedom for the Chinese people. Okay. Yeah, we just don't have any power projection. Which is very unfortunate. Non-aggression pact. Is there anybody down here? No, not that I can see, at least. Also, our power projection is basically none from GDP, 0.1 from factories, no subjects, nothing from the space race. I mean, our economy hasn't grown too much. Also, their GDP is now at 36 billion. They're richer than we ever were. But hey, it weakens them. The Egyptian Revolution. The Free Officer Coup. And this is for Laos. They might be going socialist. Okay, I mean, it works out for me. Do you have any units? No. But we basically have taken $36 billion of GDP away from Beijing. Which means that they should have less money to maintain their military, maintain the rest of their government. And as such, they should need to disband some of their units. Which will make our war easier. At least theoretically. Do you have a focus tree? Yeah, okay, you just got like generic focus tree. Nothing too surprising there. Yeah, you should align with the Americans. Or you can do self-alignment as well. But hey, the Manchu Republic. I mean, you don't like me. I'm assuming because you're reactionary and I'm conservative. So our next, again, it's 18 months from this. Threats from actions. So I mean, I guess we could theoretically like just fight a war against Spain. That's Portugal. How many troops do you have? 9 to 30. Do you think anybody down here would give me military access in order to invade the Spanish? Okay, who else has generated world tension? I mean, North Korea, you know, fair enough. The Greek Civil War, I'm assuming that is still technically ongoing. I mean, Indonesia has actually generated threat, technically. They're not guaranteed by anybody. Okay, they do have a pretty large army, though. Burma. The Soviet Union. Burma. How many troops do you guys have? 1 to 5? Fuck it, dude. Let's 300 days? I have 300 days to wait. Let's fucking go, dudes. Okay, give me better guns. I mean, I know our industry is still, it's so bad. It's dreadful. By the way, can I research nuclear weapons? 741 days? Okay, you know what? Let's not research nuclear weapons. It's probably not worth it. More weapon types. Euro 55 tech. Material science. Petrochemical factories. Let's go with you. That seems okay. Okay, next up, let us rename some streets. We also get 150 political power out of this as well. I don't have a boat though, right? Like that's also an issue. But I can get military access through these guys, I'm sure. Maybe not. Are you at war with anybody? Not at the moment. Not at the moment. You're not guaranteed by anybody. You have military access, I think, through this, through the PLA. But I would need a boat. Do I have any modules for submarines? Sonar, World War II torpedoes. You also need an engine. How expensive? You're 1600? Remove this shit. Remove you as well. 890, I'll take it. And if we can just like get like one submarine, do you have any naval units yourself? No, you do not. Excellent. So we can theoretically invade Burma, puppet them, and then use... I don't even know, how much manpower do you guys have? Yeah, like no... I mean, you have like 1 million manpower. But then use them as like a land border against the PLA? Does that make any sense at all? Like, not really. But it's also funny, so... You know, when you put it in, like, into that perspective... Oh, so they are richer than we are. What if we just, like, puppet them? And what if we don't even puppet them? What if we just, like, annex all of Burma? And then we just start constantly targeting countries that have generated threat? Like Spain, I think it'd be funny to attack them. Even naval invasion attack? You know, that's a great question. World War II sub-engines, which apparently we don't even have researched. I mean, I don't even see it listed in here. I can tell if I go on you. Can I deploy units to this line? I can. Okay, we do have this. We do have the technology. Lose war, become 2 islands. Call enemy human rights violators. Make them release Manchuria. Just leaving a plane that's got no fuel. Exactly. Exactly. It's so simple. What about like Vietnam? Can I invade Vietnam? I can influence them, but that's not really what I want. How do you have 45 infamy? What has Tibet done to generate 45 points of infamy? I mean, I have 48. NATO expansion into but Germany, Greece, and Turkey. And growing paranoia. Which is a ideological drift defense. Growth speed, stability is a little bit bad for about a year and a half. No, about 2 years-ish. 2,000 guns right now. Again, we're still kind of poor. Well, we still have like 5 years, I think, of income before we actually hit rock bottom. As long as we don't hit rock bottom, we should be relatively okay. At least that's the way I see it. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Oh, so how many people actually now died in the Korean War? I feel like it's got to be quite a bit, right? The Mon-Burmese War, rebellion, the Korean War. 342 to 1.68 million. Okay, like not... It's pretty bad. Wait, who's at war? Okay, no, you're not at war. The Korean War, the Greek Civil War. Apparently nobody can actually win now. We can also generate a war against you, technically, as well. 350 days, 70 political power. I think it'd be hilarious to invade Spain. Unfortunately, it'd also mean that we'd have to invade Portugal as well. How many troops does Portugal have? 18 to 31. On to Salazar. He's no longer in charge of Portugal. Did he get deposed? He might have. You're also now 9% Shia Islam. How many Shia people live in Taiwan now? About 9%. Okay, so it's the fastest growing religion in the country. Yeah, become leader of the Conservative Party. America has declared war on Vietnam. Does that put you in a you're still in a faction? But it's not like I want to invade you. Because you actually haven't generated world tension. It's actually the French that would have justified the world tension. But also, attacking France probably is not the right move. I know it's surprising. I would have thought invading France is usually the correct maneuver, but I think right now it probably isn't. We're now down to 77% total effective manpower. Well, that's not so bad. I mean, how many troops will all these guys have around them? You have 2 to 9, 1 to 7. Vietnam's got 16 to 49, so they have just way more men. So we might see them win the war. I would not be surprised at that outcome, for sure. And when is this war actually going to be ready to go? It's going to be ready to go on the 28th of February of next year. Honestly, it's not that bad. It's not that bad at all. Okay, the Greek Civil War has finally ended with the kingdom in charge of the country. A very divided nation. It's got a little bit of everything. It's even got a little bit of that's classical liberal. They've got a lot of ideologies in this game, in this mod. So that's another war in the world over. It looks like you've beaten the communists, okay. And you're still fighting this rebellion. I'm guessing, I bet you that Indonesia does not have any boats, and that's why they can't do a naval invasion. That they don't actually have the naval technology necessary to actually win. We're gonna have one submarine very soon, and that one submarine is going to have to fucking carry us all the way to Burma. Because again, how many troops do you guys have? 1 to 5. First, I want to probably invade like the south, like this. And that is what? 1, 2, 3, 4 sea zones? I mean, I guess we have a port here. So we should, I think, in theory, I'm going to actually just get a second one here just in case, be able to reach where we need to go.